Welcome to Manor and Maker, and the episode where Steve does not get a nice new car for his birthday, does not do himself a harm making elderflower, and we definitely do not do a cringy dance in public to celebrate 30k subscribers.
So it is Saturday, and it is sadly guest leaving day. So I've been driving people to the train station, and there just happens to be a classic and exotic car show going on, as you can see behind me. So I've decided to have a little stop after my last trip of the day and check out what they've got here. So far, there's some pretty sweet vehicles. I think that was well worth the stop. There's some lovely, lovely vintage cars in there. Some rare ones that you don't normally see either. But yeah, nice little outing. Good morning from a beautiful day in the Dordogne. We had a massive, massive thunderstorm last night. And now the sun has come out, fortunately, and starting to dry things out. And not to be too much of a copycat from all of our Chateau friends, it is time to harvest some elderflower, to make some elderflower cordial. So I'm going to just walk out here. We're out by the barn today. I had a funny moment last year where I thought I was doing the right thing by making some cordial. And it turned out that what I had harvested, unbeknownst to me, was dwarf elder. Now, dwarf elder, if for those who were uninitiated, and I certainly was, can be toxic to humans. Definitely toxic to dogs or to animals, but in large quantities can actually be quite harmful. So I went through the whole process and I made the cordial, and it didn't taste quite right. And that's when I did some research and realized, yeah, I was harvesting the wrong stuff. Then I looked, and as I was walking by the barn one day, turns out we do have the proper elderflower. So I'm going to harvest a bunch of that and see whether we can get cordial from that instead. So there we go. I've got, 20 to 25 heads of elderflower on there. There's still lots on this bush, so if this is successful, I should be able to come out and get more. But hopefully this is enough to make ourselves at least 1 or 2 bottles of cordial. Looking forward to that. It's one of my favorites. Okay, so first things first, I've got to put this is about 500 grams of sugar into the 1.5 liters of water. Might actually add a little bit more of that. I'm adjusting a recipe that I found online. I'm gonna add a little honey to that as well, and that needs to boil so that all of the sugar gets dissolved. Then we can add the rest of the ingredients, mix it in, and leave it sit. And that's pretty much the process. That's why it's such a great thing to do when we have elderflower that's available. So let me get this on the stove, get it boiling, and we'll get everything moving. All right, there we have it. The lemon, the zest, the water and honey, and the elderflower, all in the pot. And the idea is to just leave this with a lid on for 24 hours and let it infuse into the liquid. Key is to make sure that everything gets submerged in the water. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Make sure that everything is nicely submerged. They're a very pretty little flower, actually. I quite like them, and they're very tasty. All right, so the elderflower cordial has been soaking away in here for, I will confess, it's been about 48 hours rather than 24 hours. So it should be well and infused. It certainly smells delicious. So the next thing to do is to strain it. So I've got a mesh strainer and some paper towel in there, and we'll run it through that, and then we'll get it bottled. All right, let's see if I can do this without making a complete and utter mess out of it. All this tricky bit. Well, there you go. So much for not making a huge mess. Apparently the paper towel is not the most durable that we could have had. So maybe I'll just run it through the strainer for now. And maybe we'll strain it a couple of times. Yikes. So I have sterilized bottles, I have strained, now it's time to fill. Delish, 2 full bottles of elderflower cordial from our very own property. I will look forward to drinking that this summer with some sparkling water out on the terrace. All right, it is that wonderful day of the week.
It's Sunday. It's broke hunting day. Yeah.
And we've come to one of our favorites. This is Brantome.
Yeah.
Which is one of our favorite little villages that are close to the Chateau. And about 4 times a year, they have a big brocante here in the park. And it's such a pretty place.
It is.
Everywhere you look, it's just gorgeous around here. So
there's an abbey that was supposedly founded by Charlemagne. Yeah. It's right on the river.
And there's several special reasons to come here today.
Yeah.
For one, obviously it's Brantome, and it's like I say only 4 times a year. Two, it is Fête Mère today, so Mother's Day in France. So to all of the mothers out there, we want to wish you an extremely happy Mother's Day. Hopefully
And
you're
our
all having a good
mamans as
time.
well. Shout out to Dee and John.
Absolutely. We love you guys. And I guess the other reason is, for those of you who don't know, I had a birthday this week. And I
Yay!
just turned 50.
What?
I know,
Shocking.
shocking. Isn't it?
Right? Yeah.
How dare a guy look this good at 50?
Smooch.
God, I'm making myself sick with that one. And so what we've decided, or what I've decided, is that I think a find at the Brocante is a lovely way to celebrate my birthday.
A nice little birthday surprise for you.
Yeah. So I think that's it. I'm gonna take a look and see if there's something here that tickles my fancy as a remembrance of me turning 50.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Let's see what we can find.
Very nice directoire style bed here. Not really sure where it would go though.
No, it's really pretty, and the wood's gorgeous on it. It's got what looks to be the original mattress.
Plus minus
for
on that one.
Ill, yeah. Yeah, it's very pretty. I don't know what we would do with it, mind you.
No.
I mean, maybe
really
in the
spot for it
Grand
right
Salon
now.
eventually, but
Yeah.
something like that. But yeah, very pretty piece anyway.
I hear them call to me, honey. I hear them call to me. It's some cake server.
Et du gros solar qui clignote. C'est beaucoup elle
There's a lot going on there.
Mais ça dure pas, ça. Ah mais non, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. C'est très puissant. 4 minutes. Non, il me suffit. Alors j'ai failli. 3 jours avant, j'ai annulé. Ah oui, si.
No, I want to film you when you spot this.
Uh-oh. What am I seeing?
This set right here.
Oh, those are gorgeous.
But look at the notes on the ears.
That's
Solidly belly pock.
Oh, wow, yeah. Wow, the detail on them is gorgeous. Front and back, look at that.
Right? So beautiful.
Gorgeous set.
No knives, as always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who needs to cut things? That's what
Right?
fork's for, right?
Your duck is so tender anyway.
That's it.
Yeah.
It actually does sit quite nicely.
It does, eh? Yeah, yeah.
Well, it looks like we're gonna go home empty-handed after that. It wasn't as big as it normally is.
Yeah, a lot fewer vendors this time. Maybe a quarter the size.
Yeah, frankly, but that's all right. It's not the last time we're going to a brocante, so I'm sure we'll find something. And there's no point in just buying stuff for the sake of it. So yeah, we'll bide my time. I'll find something fun.
We'll just extend your birthday
That's it.
indefinitely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But still an absolutely stunning day, and it's never a bad decision to come to Brantôme. It's such a beautiful, beautiful town.
It really is. Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks.